Hello and welcome to TR Miniatures Workshop. Today we are going to talk about OSL. So what is OSL? OSL is a way of painting object source lighting on a miniature or an object. As you can see here, I'm holding up a lighter to the miniature. Okay, you can see the glow from the fire on the miniature itself. Okay, this is called the object source lighting. So what we are going to do now is we are going to try to paint this kind of glow on the miniature to show that it is shone upon by a light source. Okay, first we have already prepared the model to be used. Okay, as you can see, it is already spray white and all the zenithal highlights. Okay, this can be seen in our previous video on how we did the white highlights. Okay, the paint we are going to use is the wash from Citadel, Cassandora yellow. Okay, I personally very fond of this color. It works well, the wash. Okay, so you can see that I am actually using a large brush, size 2 brush, and just paint the light source over using the wash. So I selected all the high areas and slowly push the paint towards the crevices. Again, you can see that I do not have any standard steps or workflow. So I just paint as I go along, to get the lighting on the model. Okay, so when you are using this wash, right, you don't have to load too much on the brush. Just load a bit on the tip and then just let the paint flow by itself. It is a very watery type of paint, so you don't really have to put water on your brush. Just moist the tip can already. Working on the top areas again, a second coat to bring out more yellow. Okay, see, so just no need to be so wet. Okay, so now I'm cleaning up the area with a little bit of water. Just push away all the excess paint into the crevices, right? So you can see it covers up the surface very smoothly. Okay, just load a little bit on the tip and just paint on. This is a very simple technique that everybody can use. As you can see, it creates a very fine light source already. So you can see that the light is coming from the right side of the model and casting the glow on the throne. So now I'm working on the right side. And I think that's about it. So I can just let the wash dry before I apply another highlights. Now that the wash is dried, we are going to work on the highlights. So the color that I chose is yellow and orange, because it's a fiery glow. So now what I do is, after I wet the brush, I load the brush with the yellow paint and try to now we are going to work on the higher areas. So I'm using a fine tip brush and I'm just painting on the areas of the high points where the light hits. It's very subtle, just a little bit dots here and there will do, so you don't have to like paint the whole thing. Okay, now I'm using orange to bring the warmth up. So I water down the orange a little bit more because I want it to be like some sort of like a wash, but not so much, not so thin as in you wouldn't see the orange. So what I do is I do on the shadow on the of the throne and somewhere near the shadow areas. After the orange and the yellows, right, you can clearly see the highlights. So now what I'm going to do is to create a contrast. I'm using Aggrax Earthshade from Citadel. It's also a wash. So what I do is I am using the wash to create a deeper shadow. So I work this wash into the areas that are not supposed to be hit by the light to create the shadow and the contrast. As you can see, once I put it on, right, you can clearly see the light pops. there you have it. This is our take on the object source lighting. A very simple and straightforward way of painting using hand brush, using washes, and just two colors of paints. I hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. Thank you very much. Bye.